You ready?
I think I'm ready. Let's do it. Becoming a detailer was actually a matter of necessity rather than passion at first. I was a salesman. I was doing door-to-door sales, selling pest control, water softeners, kind of everything you can think of. COVID hit, everything shut down, and I had like $20 in my bank account, and I got let go from that sales job. I had a car cleaning kit from Armor All that my cousin gave me for Christmas, and I basically went door to door and I was like, can I clean your car for 20 bucks? It kind of turned into, I was making too much money detailing cars. My love for business started to grow from that. One of my best friends and business partners, Cole, we actually met because he saw the work I was posting on Instagram and he saw how good it was. I would do a bunch of befores and afters, but I was charging like way less than anyone else in the marketplace. And I kind of realized I take that value in a lot of parts of my life. I like to provide value. If I am not going to buy it myself, I don't want to sell it. And I never ever want to feel ripped off on a product. I hated every single time getting into a car. I would have like 4 to 8 ounces left in my spray bottle. I would be trying to just finish up a last little touch-up thing. Can't spray in the cup holder, or I can't spray in the door cubbies, or I can't get into the wheels, right? So frustrating. And so I spent a couple $100s on some really nice, fancy, beautiful 360 spray bottles, and most of them stopped working within a couple of months. So I'm like, there has to be a better way, right? Because I'd find out that the part that makes it go 360 is not damaged. It's just the sprayer head stops working. And so if you could just replace the sprayer head, then you would be able to reuse a lot of those components, save a lot of plastic, and save a lot of money at the same time. You know, it actually took 3 years. It was March of 2022 when I had the idea, it kind of just clicked. And so I took a socket from my socket set and I drilled a hole in it, and I took some just spare tubing off of something in my garage, and I super glued it on there, and I had a prototype. After about 35 iterations, we were able to get our first injection mold. And that was really exciting because we saw the first prints come off on the stems in Utah and in Midvale. And we realized that it's actually gonna work. It fit perfectly the first time. We're like, this is it. And so that's like the confidence that we've had to be able to say, hey, this works for us. It actually solves a problem. It's not perfect. There are some chemicals it's still not compatible with, and that's part of the education side, telling people about it. But it does work, and it works for up to 80% cheaper than what's on the market right now. And it's reusable. We have a degreaser bottle in our shop that's gone through, I think 3, if not 5 trigger heads. And it's the same tube. You pull it out of the trigger head and you put a new one in, and you can still use it. And that was like the beauty of it. My favorite part of detailing now, just because of how proud I am of the product that we put out, is when the bottle starts to get low and I start to spray into a cup holder or spray down a floor mat or spray in a headliner, engine bay, whatever, right? It feels like it's full and the bottle's just spraying perfectly. It's such a little thing that a lot of people won't understand. But when you spend, thousands of hours cleaning cars all day, it just like, it feels so surreal to be able to do that and then know that it's so cost effective that it's like basically inconsequential. So it is the first reusable spray bottle adapter that can turn almost any spray bottle in the world into a 360 sprayer. So I'll pull this out here. What we have are 3 major components. We have the adapter that actually connects to the spray bottle. Now there's several different types of spray bottles, several diameter tubes. These do attach, however, there is a bit of variation in how they work. So we did include instructions that make it super easy, but essentially it replaces the dip tube on a spray bottle with a flexible weighted tube. This follows the liquid in any direction. So whether you're spraying it angled up, down, sideways, or even upside down with most sprayer heads, it'll work every time, and you can spray it to the very last drop. it's kind of fun, and it's got so many use cases. Anywhere you use a spray bottle, you can use a tilted adapter and you'll benefit from it for not very much money. I have bought Autogeek products in the past. I've had a great experience with them, but I think what stood out to me seemed like good people to work with. And our experience after meeting Don and Will, and just the whole time leading up to this collaboration, has just been such a smooth and easy process. And you can kind of just tell when someone's easy to work with. So that's what led us to be really excited about working with Autogeek and providing a good way and an easy way to get Tilted distributed all over the country. So it holds up really well to most common detailing products. Your glass cleaners, all-purpose cleaners, degreasers, wheel cleaners, and iron removers. Most everything, it does not hold up well, just to be transparent, with acidic-based wheel cleaners. Detailing for me is similar enough with each job that my mind can kind of tune out and I can enjoy my audiobooks, but also challenging enough to where every single car, even if it's the same make and model, is its own unique challenge. And so creating that plan of attack for the detailing is my favorite. Whatever works best for that scenario is what I use. So the best wheel cleaner, I'll use the best wheel cleaner from one brand, best glass cleaner from another, APC from another. So we probably have one of every single brand in our detail shop, and we're not brand specific, just because I think the best of the best is going to be different for each brand. The secret to going viral, I don't think anyone really knows. I think having a good product helps, because the biggest part of like our virality and getting millions of views so quickly is the fact that people relate to the problem. And so everyone who's picked up a spray bottle already knows what we're talking about. And we show them, hey, you can take the bottle that's sitting on your counter, plug this into it, and now you have 360 spraying for a lot cheaper than what's currently on the market. That's all you need, and people will share it. If we're using what's currently on the market in terms of 360 spray bottles for every one of our chemicals, it saves us at least at a minimum $300 a year. That is based on how often we are replacing the sprayer heads and how many times we're replacing the bottles. To get the full 360 capability, it's at least $300 a year, if not more, and we're a pretty small detailing business, just a single bay. There was a lady, I believe it was Norway or Sweden, and she wanted to use them for art. So she would fill spray bottles with paint, and she used spray bottles to do artwork. It was the first time I'd ever heard of it. So she reached out months ago, and I just thought that was such a cool application. Yeah, all the time I will just be sitting there at my desk. I'll just have the bottle just for fun and just making sure it still works. You know, and it still works, so. Yeah. Anytime you do anything, you're gonna have haters, right? There's always I call them the trolls in the comment section. The biggest thing that we always get is every single video, this has been out for 40 years. This is nothing new. I have a dirt bike that has the same thing. I'm like, cool. Not everyone has a dirt bike, and it has nothing to do with spray bottles. But yeah, what we're not trying to do is say this is the first time a 360 spray bottle has been invented. What we're trying to do is say, hey, this is the first universal and reusable spray bottle adapter. And by the way, you'll save 80%. I mean, it's kind of a win-win. For beginner detailers, just keep your head down and work. There's gonna be a lot of noise. And that noise is gonna come from all directions. You're gonna be hearing some people say that some brands are terrible, and if you use them, then you're a bad detailer. That's not true. Some people say that if you use a good brand, then you're a great detailer. That's also not true. What makes a good detailer is someone who is able to put in the work and the time, because it's a lot more than cleaning cars. You wanna become a detailer, but you also wanna stay a detailer. And to stay a detailer means staying in business. And so find what works for you. Work with suppliers that can provide you good products, but don't focus so much on what other people are saying. Focus on what's working, and focus on what your customers are saying, and focus on how you can provide value to your marketplace in a sea of people who are all competing for something, you got to be the one that stands out. I didn't really plan on selling the pieces, but we had such a good response from people I showed it to that we realized this is the missing piece in the marketplace. This is going to become the industry standard within the next couple of years. And we know it because our reviews are way too high. Everyone's saying like this is going to change the game.